These are called... What are they called actually? I'm not... I can't remember what the... Oh, yes I do. Here we go. It's on the back of the box. Hello, and welcome back to March Main's Midlife Daily Crisis. And today I have got these to unbox. So again, it's more blind boxes, and again, these are the kind of the tiny BJDs. They're basically kind of the same size as the penny box ones, which you might remember I've opened a few of now. These are called Teennar SC dolls. Sweet Campus. JK series dolls. I think it says JK, I'm not sure. They are produced by SIMONTOYS, which is another kind of like brand which produce these kind of blind box things. If I show you the side of the box, there are a few different ones. Again, I think there's 6 of them, and then you can get a mysterious one which is pictured at the bottom, but obviously in silhouette, so you don't know what they look like basically. And we have one on the front here as well, which is one of the 6. Obviously, again, I'm going to hope against hope that I don't get any doubles, but I guess we'll find out. It's kind of the luck of the draw, really, isn't it? So yeah, let's have a look and see what we've got. So, these are our 2 blind boxes, hopefully with 2 different dolls in them. Without further ado, let's open them up. Or actually, do you want to have a quick look on the side? Have a quick look here and see which ones we might or might not get. So there are obviously 6 dolls that we can see, and then the mystery one is at the bottom. I'm not really sure what the theme is. I think it's fruit, but I'm not 100% sure. I only say that because one of them seems to have strawberries on their head. And I think another one has got kind of like lemon or something. So they might be fruit based, but I guess we'll see when hopefully we open one, and it will all be revealed hopefully. Unfortunately, the names I can't read because they are in another language. Let's open the first one. Let's put this one to one side. Open this. I mean, at least with this one, we're guaranteed we're not going to have it because it's the first one we're opening. So, oh crikey, so it's not that blind after all, because you basically open it and it's there. Oh, whoops, there we go, there's lots of stuff coming out. Okay, so that is the card that comes with it, and this is the actual one that we've got. So you kind of get the card to go with the doll. So that is that. You also get this, which has got like a QR code thing in. I don't really know. It'll be showing me it's not a sticker or something actually, because it would be quite cute. But anyway, so that is that. As I say, I think it's a fruit themed. This one seems to be associated with like blackberries or something. Not blackberries, blackcurrants. So, or blueberries maybe. I'm not sure what the one is I've got, but we'll find out. We've got this, which is kind of like the instructions of what you can do with them, how you can remove like the hats and the heads and all sorts. It seems a lot more complicated than when we unboxed the penny box ones earlier in the year, where basically you just unbox them and dress them. With this, you also get hands with them as well, which is, I guess, kind of good, but I never want to change hands on things. I know with all like the kind of the AliExpress blinds, when you get them, they've got all those sort of hands. I tend not to really change them very often, if ever. But anyway, that is that. What else does this show you? I think it shows you kind of the articulation. It also shows you how to remove the head or put the head on. I think you have to remove the head to get some of the clothes on. It also shows you how to remove the hats, also how to remove the hair because obviously the hair is plastic. So yeah, and this one actually shows the doll as well. So I don't know if these are all individually printed or this is kind of the standard one. I don't know. So let's open it up and look at the doll. Oh, there's more stuff here. What is this? Oh, so we've got this. Oh, is this? Okay, that's interesting. So, okay, so this card, obviously the doll doesn't have any clothes on. These are like the stickers that you can then stick onto this, so she is wearing clothes. So that's quite a cute idea. It's quite a nice sort of little extra. I mean, these things are basically aimed at adults, so it seems like an odd thing to include, but I'm sure people love them. So yeah, so there's that as well. We've got the clothes all here in a separate little bag. There we go. As I say, we've got the bag of hands as well, and then we have the doll in here. Not dissimilar to how Bonnie the bunny was presented to us. She's kind of got this thing over her face, and we've got shoes here. Now, these ones seem a bit chunkier than the rabbit one. In fact, let's bring out, while she's not wearing clothes, it'd be easy to see. If we bring out Bonnie here, so Bonnie is a lot slimmer than this girl. The articulation, she's still got kind of double joints and stuff like that. Seem quite good. So she's double jointed at, I think, at the elbow as well as the knee. She's obviously got articulation at the wrists as well, and at the ankle and at the thigh, and you can kind of twist the leg around a bit there. She's also got this kind of midriff articulation there, where you can kind of like hunch the back or hunch her backwards or forwards, and then you can actually sort of put her so she's bending down like that. You probably wouldn't want to do that because her head is actually quite heavy. And then head-wise, she does turn. With this one, it's a bit more difficult because she's got these kind of bits of hair that come down the back, which are sticking out quite a bit. So her shoulders you have to kind of move her shoulders before you can actually get her to turn her head. But that is that. So yeah, so body-wise, she's not dissimilar, obviously. She's quite similar. I also have one of the penny box dolls here, which I will remove her dress and we can have a look. Oh, let's take these shoes and stuff off here. So yeah, they're all kind of a similar size. This one is probably a bit sort of taller and a bit slimmer. Also, these two have got belly buttons, whereas this one doesn't have one at all. The plastic on the penny box one is a lot shinier than the other two. This one is very matte, and this one is kind of between the two, I would say. But yeah, this one is a bit chunkier. So whether or not she can fit into the clothes of Bonnie, I don't know. These two might be able to share clothes, but again, I'm not sure. So yeah, so we've got that. So that's kind of the comparison body-wise. I would say they probably can share clothes, but it will depend on how tight the waists are on the actual items of clothing. So let's move these two out of the way, and let's get back to her. So we have got the step-to-step guide here. We may as well try and follow it. So the first thing you do is remove the hat. Oh, which does actually come off, so that's good. So at least she's not stuck with that on her head forever. And that's got plastic on there. Okay, so I'm presuming it's only two of them that have got hats stuck on their head, or maybe it's just they're the two examples of what you have to do. because I think one has got like a peg or something that the hat goes into. This one literally just slips on and then slips off again. So there's that. So let's remove the head part and remove the plastic from that. Let me show you up close what the face looks like. There we go. So she's quite cute. She's got like green eyes, very big green eyes. She's got a little kind of like a sort of surprised mouth. I don't know, a little dot of a mouth. She has got eyebrows. I think she might have a little bit of blushing in her ears, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think she's got a bit of blushing under her eyes as well. I suppose that would be where her cheeks are supposed to be. But yeah, she's also got sort of eyelashes painted on as well. I don't know if there's going to be much variation with these, to be honest. They might just have different coloured eyes and all have the same sort of face. But yeah, so that is her. So I think, let me take the head off. There we go. So the back of the head comes off. So let's get the clothes out. Because I'm not sure we actually need to take everything off for this. I don't know. So the outfits are possibly similar in that they appear to be wearing sailor outfits, which obviously is a bit sort of like school uniform kind of thing. I'm not 100% sure what some of this stuff actually is, unless she's actually got gloves as well, or armbands or something. So, okay, I think we are going to have to remove the head because, oh, okay, so that bit comes off, as we can see, that bit comes off. We might need to remove this as well. So, although there's Velcro down the back of the tunic, the actual collar, the sailor collar, you basically have to get the neck through there because there's no join. It's, you know, it's basically sewn into that sort of tight hole. So unless you can actually get it over this, which you might be able to get it over. That would be, oh, actually you need to put it on first, don't you? Let's see if we can do that without removing her head. Not her head, this kind of like neck bit. Because that would be a lot easier if we could do that. I'm also wondering what some of these things are. Because I've got socks and then I've got this kind of like, I don't know, maybe they're kind of like knee things? I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, let's try and get this on. So yeah, so if you wanted to change the hands, if you pulled this out, you then have to unhook the hand from that, and then you'd hook another one from this pack onto the hook that's already there. I'm not going to be attempting to do that. Okay, this is going to work. Hopefully. Yes, great. So I didn't have to remove it completely. So that's quite easy actually. Yeah, so I always worry about this, having to sort of take the heads off and do things like that. It's kind of annoying, and I always worry I'm going to do it wrong and the doll's never going to be the same again. But that was actually quite easy, thankfully. So then we're going to put the skirt on. So again, so the skirt is basically has Velcro all the way down. And maybe it wants to, okay, the skirt's quite a tight fit, I would say. The pleats are really doing their work there. Okay, that's better. Now, is that meant to be tucked in or not? It's probably better not being, because the tunic is a lot looser. Or the top, or whatever you want to call it, the blouse, the sailor blouse. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, now does it show us what these bits are? I'm not even sure it does. This one seems to be specifically for this doll, by the way. So hopefully all the instructions that you get are going to be for the specific doll that you have. So we need to put the scarf on here. So the scarf goes there. Oh, and there's like a little loop at the back of it where you would feed that part of the scarf through like that. Obviously you still need to be careful because you've got to get the head back on again as well. The socks are on. The socks are on, the kind of the leg warmy bits are on. The clothes are on, the scarf fell off, but that's not going to be an issue. That you could actually put on afterwards as well. I don't think you had a problem, but actually you'd have to get it under the hair, so maybe it should go on now. We'll put that around the neck. We can always fiddle with it later. And then the shoes have got to go on. So I don't know if there's a left and a right. I think there probably is. So let's... Okay, so the shoes have gone on fairly easily actually. The shoes are actually quite big on these, which is good. Because yeah, they seem to fall off. The shoes seem to fall off with the penny box ones. And I haven't yet managed to get the socks and the shoes on at the same time with the Bonnie dolls yet. But yeah, it doesn't mean it can't be done. I think you probably just have to be a bit more patient than I am. So that is that. Let's put it back together again. Put the scarf back on. I hope it stays this time. I think at least once the head is on, this probably won't budge because it's kind of going to get caught behind the hair bit. So that will hopefully sort of keep it attached. Okay, so it does give you instructions. Maybe just follow the instructions is better than me pretending I know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. I think the scarf is now trapped within the thing, which it shouldn't be. Okay, there we go. I heard a pop and it went on, so that's good. So then we can attach the fringe bit. Okay, we can sort the scarf out there. The scarf is quite stretchy, which probably doesn't really help us that well. And then we can put the hat on, which appears to have, I don't know what these are. Are they peaches? Peaches aren't normally pink. They're kind of peach shaped. I'm not sure. Now the hat doesn't seem to stay. Is that meant to be on the side? Okay, there we go. I think it's on. So there we go. So that is her. She is adorable. I do really like her colouring and everything. The pastel kind of look is really speaking to me at the moment. So yeah, so that is her. So hopefully the second one will be a different doll. So let's put her to one side. Presumably they all have instructions in like this. So we can put this to one side as well. And we can put the hands to one side. I don't think I'll ever use the hands, if I'm honest, but you never know. And the plastic bits there. So here we go. So this is our second box. I'm going to know as soon as I open it whether it's the same doll or not, because okay, it is not. It is not the same doll. You can see the top of the heads basically. So once you open it, there's like no sort of blind bag business. You basically just see the top of the head there. Okay, so this is cute. This is cute. Let's take that out. So again, you've got the card with the naked doll on, and again you've got these, which are the stickers that you would put on there. So that's cute. So that is that. And then we've got all the sort of bits that we had before. So we've got this with the QR code on there. I don't know what happens if you go to the QR thing. Who knows? I'm not going to be doing it. It's got shoes. Here are the shoes. Do you like my shoes? On your planet you call them hands. So I've got a pack of hands here. Again, I'm not really going to be bothering with those. I wonder if they are the same. I don't know if the skin tone is actually slightly different. That would be good. It would be nice if they had a variety of skin tones. It might just be the light though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they are different or not. We can put them side by side and we'll see. Here are the clothes here. So she's in kind of like black, white, red and grey. So that's quite cute. And here's the instructions here. Okay, so the instructions for these are basically the same ones that we had for the other one. I did wonder if they were going to be for the particular doll, but I don't think they bothered. I guess whatever you have to do with these dolls, you can do with the other dolls as well. So I suppose it makes sense not to sort of print loads of different ones out. So we've got this, which I'm guessing is maybe like a sort of handbag or something. We've got red shoes here. Actually, did you even see that? Yeah, we've got this kind of like circle, not circle, we've got a sphere on like a piece of string, which might be like a little bag for her. And then if we take her out of this, oh, it's okay, so that's, the plastic was there already. So, if we'll take the front of the head off, there we go. So, if I give you a close-up of this one, so her face is, I think it's the same expression to be honest with you. It's just that her eyes are a different colour. So yeah, her eyes are a different colour. They're kind of a bit sort of purpley and also blue. I do get blue and purple a little bit mixed up. She has the same kind of like mouth, which is like a little sort of, a little red dot really. And I think, again, she's got a bit of blushing underneath on her cheeks and maybe in her ear. I can't really tell. It almost looks like it, but it could just be shadow. And again, she's got the same eyelashes and eyebrows as the other one. So that is her. So, I'm going to... Okay, so her beret is stuck on her head forever. I can live with that. Actually, is it stuck on her head forever? Yes, I'm not going to try and move in that. So let's... Oops. Okay, that was good. So, there she is. She's free. She's a bit looking quite shocked there. I wouldn't blame her either. So, let's get her clothes out, and hopefully it won't be as tricky to get hers on because you've already done it with the first one. Okay, so I wanted to kind of show you that they do stand by themselves. You have to kind of balance them a little bit. Their heads are heavy, I'm not going to lie. Obviously the heads are a lot bigger than the rest of them. This one in particular, her head is very heavy. There's a lot happening at the back there, I think. So obviously if you were going to try and sort of display them, you might want to try and get some doll stands or something for them, because I think they aren't going to stand on their own forever. Not dissimilar to the way that obviously the penny box ones don't really want to stand on their own either, and neither does the Bonnie dolls either. So, you know, it's not just an issue with these particular dolls. I think because they always try and make the heads bigger, and obviously, you know, they want to put hair on them or hats or whatever, they're kind of going to be a bit top heavy. So it's just something to be aware of, really. The shoe and sock situation with these actually seems to be the best out of all of the dolls that I've opened so far that are like these sort of little blind box BJDs. The socks fit. They are a little bit of a struggle to get on, but they certainly fit. So shoe wise, I kind of feel like these are the most successful ones out of all of the other sort of mini BMG blind box dolls that I've unboxed. These ones I don't believe would come off. If you were worried about taking them out and them falling off, I don't think that's going to happen. They fit well over the socks, but also the shape of them, they seem to fit the foot better. So if you were concerned about taking them out and sort of losing a bit, I don't think you're going to lose the shoe. With some of the others, I kind of feel that I wouldn't want to take out, for instance, the penny box ones, because the shoes don't really fit well over the socks, and they will just sort of slip off. Once they've gone, they've gone. But with these, as I say, they fit okay. You know, they don't feel like they're going to come off. I think you'd be pretty safe with those. So I think they would probably make quite nice little sort of travelling dolls in that respect. But you might obviously want to take with you a doll stand, because although, you know, you can balance them and they will kind of stand, they're probably not going to do it for a huge amount of time. And, you know, you don't want them to kind of fall and get them scratched up or anything like that. So what are your opinions on these? Do you think they're nicer than the penny box ones or the Bonnie ones? Or do you actually prefer some of the other series? I think since the penny box ones came out, now other companies seem to have gotten onto the sort of the bandwagon with them and sort of tried to produce their own. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out next. It just seems to be more and more of these, and obviously, you know, I'm helping by buying them. Although I'm not going to go crazy and try and buy more and more. Obviously, the more that you buy, the more likely you are to get the same one. So I think if you wanted a specific one, you know, there are places you can go where you can get a very specific, the very one that you want, rather than buying loads of sort of blind boxes to try and get that particular one. But I'm very happy with these two. I'm not saying there weren't other ones that I would have liked as well. But to be honest, any of them I would have liked, as long as they were different, put it that way. So let me know what you think of these in the comments down below. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And please share the video if you know anyone who would be interested. And with that, I'm going to bid you adieu for now. And I will see you in the next video. So from me and from these two sweet campers gals, bye, bye, bye.